Actually, I think we got scammed, but anyways, we can definitely walk back to our hotel, and we were getting lost. We were like going over bridges, under bridges, over straight stations, under straight stations. We walked like 10 to 6 hours. So hey guys, back again at the hotel. We're in because I've got story time to tell on Shanghai video. Because Shanghai, let me tell you a story about Shanghai. So apparently we almost got scammed in Shanghai. Actually, I think we got scammed, but anyways, we almost got scammed in Shanghai, and this happened. So we were watching the lights tower and everything, and then we were so tired. It was like what, nighttime. It was like 8 p.m. or whatever, or 10 p.m. and then we were about to like go to the old street in Shanghai and watch the light and everything. And tell me why, as we were walking, we were trying to order an Uber, right? And the Uber wasn't coming because like I think it was nighttime, and it was like probably the place that we were in was far away. We couldn't get an Uber to like get us to take us there. And so as we were walking, right, there was like a taxi that came to us, and it was like, I'm not going to lie, I am very, very wary of taxis, because taxis, like, they drive by meter, and like, you know what that tells you? They charge you double of what you're supposed to pay. So however, this taxi was with us, and we were so tired and out of it, and we were like, oh wow, a taxi that just came up to us and be like, where you guys going? I'm gonna take you, right? And then we were like, okay, like we were already tired and stuff, and we couldn't book an Uber, so we were like, okay, there's a taxi right in front of us asking to take us, might as well choose to go in. However, my intuition was telling me this guy is a little bit sus, right? So what happened was that we walked, right? We were like, okay, I was like, oh, but they charge by the meter, I don't really want to get in the car, right? So however, we went into the car, right? And then I don't know, there's like another car that was there that wasn't a taxi. He was there, but apparently they know each other, they were probably friends. And tell me why this guy asks us as soon as we get into the car, he's like, where you guys from? We said Canada, which means Canada, right? He was like, oh right, yeah, come get in. And the first thing I noticed is that there is no meter. Tell me why this guy pulled out a calculator on his phone, right, and typed in how much he's gonna charge us. And I was like, wait, hold up, where's the meter thing? This is giving like your own self business, because taxis normally have by meter, right? And but this one doesn't. He pulled out his phone, so it's probably like for personal gain. So we decided to go that way, like inside, because we're already tired, right? And then tell me why it was 15 hour. Actually, we're trying to go to the place, so it was like around 15 minutes away or something. And tell me why this guy was charging us 300 yuan. 300 yuan. And what is that in Canadian dollars? I think that was like $60 or something. But just 15-minute ride. Like if we were actually to drive by the meter, it wouldn't be $60. It would be like probably 17 yuan or like 20 to 50 yuan. 300 yuan is a lot, right? We entered inside and we were like, hell no, 150 yuan. We're gonna pay 150 yuan. We went there only to see, and we were like, oh, I think the light is turned off. He told us like, oh, I think the light is turned off. Oh, I believed him. I'm not gonna lie, I believed him that he said that they've already finished everything, because like it was around like 11 p.m. or so. So he was like, yeah, I think the light is turned off already, so it's not gonna be live and it's closed. So I'm not gonna lie, we believed that, yes, since he already said it, it's closed. And tell me, we're like, okay, just take us to our hotel then, instead of driving over there. Before we left the place, he screamed across to his friend. When the friend was about to leave, he screamed to the friend and said, oh, they are from Canada. That is number one. One thing that says, oh, this is a scam. This is the sign. This is one of the signs that I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. That's kind of, you know. We were like, yeah, just take us to the hotel. Like, just take us to our hotel since the light is turned off. He was like, no, I don't think you guys believe me. I'm like, I think we believed you, because I believed him. I was like, yeah, it's like better just go to the hotel instead. And the hotel, mind you, is like 15 to 60 minutes away. This guy says, oh, I'm gonna take you. No, I'm gonna, like, you don't believe that it's turned off. And we're like, yeah, we believe it's turned off. Just take us to our hotel. And then I don't know where this guy says, no, I'm going to take you to that place to show you that it's turned off, or I'm gonna show you. I'm like, now he's saying, oh, I'm going to show you. We didn't even expect anything, and tell you why. So he takes us there. Like, it's like it's less than 5-minute drive to that place. Less than 5 minutes. And then this guy says, oh, see, it's turned off. Just to satisfy our curiosity, we were like, oh, okay. And then after we did that, bam, 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 then he comes in, he pulls out his calculator again, and then he's like, so this is what you guys are gonna be paying, 300 yuan. It's literally the same as the beginning of what he was trying to charge us, because I was like, whoa, 300 yuan, that's like the original price that you just mentioned. I was like, if you were doing this by the meter, it's definitely not 300 yuan. Like, what do you mean? And then he's like, no, it's 300 yuan, it's 300 yuan. Because I drove you, like, the distance from where we are right now is farther away from where we were before. I was like, if you knew it was like farther away from where it was before, why did you take us to there? Like, we didn't even ask to be taken there, because we said, okay, no, we don't want it anymore. We said, no, we don't want it anymore. Take us back to the hotel. He's like, no, I will take you there. No, I will take you there. Like, we were like, what? And then he just drove there. And I was like, we were thinking, oh, he's just doing it like out of his goodness of his heart, just to show us that it's actually turned off and not charging us. And tell me why he was trying to charge us like 300 yuan. Like, what? And they were like, no, 150. We want to do 150 or 250. What do you mean 300? We literally were here, and then he was driving, because he was driving away, when we were like, what? No, this is such a scam. What do you mean you want to charge us for that? Like, what? Because that's not even amount to what it is by the actual original taxes that has the by the meter, because they're always by the meter. You can't do your personal distance by the meter. So we're like, oh, okay, we might as well just come off. Like, we might as well just step out of the taxi and pay 150 and call it a day. Tell me why we came out of this thing, and I don't know, we walked out. We're like, yeah, just drop off in the middle. He was like, I'll drop you guys here, like in the middle of nowhere, and I'm just gonna drive off. We're like, yeah, we would like that. Like, we literally stepped out of the taxi, and we're like, yeah, this is your money, there we go, have a nice day, bye. And then now this comes the interesting part. So after we did that, I don't know what came into our heads, but we were like, you know what, we can definitely walk back to our hotel. I think that was an understatement, because that was too much of a thinking whether we could work there. And tell me why we walked like 10 to 6 hours to our hotel, and we were getting lost. We were like going over bridges, under bridges, over stations, crossing a river, just to get to our spot, our hotel. And we didn't even like find our hotel. Like, my leg was hurting, our leg was hurting, everywhere was hurting, because we're like trying to walk the distance. And we were like, okay, we're not gonna book a Uber, we're just gonna walk, since it's like kind of close. But the thing is, the map that we were using is like 14 minutes away, but that's by car. So if it's 14 minutes by car, I don't know, we didn't even think about this. We're like, oh yeah, 14 minutes is not that bad, but that's by car. Not working, because walking is definitely times, it's like 1 hour or like 2 hours. We didn't think about that, okay? So we just like, you know, we're like, oh yeah, it's 14 minutes, we can definitely walk that. We walked it, yeah, but like at what cost? Because like we were literally leaving the next day, right? And so we got back to our hotel around like 4:30 a.m. 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Like 4:30 a.m. and the guys, I would advise you, do not walk when it says 40 minutes a car. Just take the Uber. Just take the Uber, because and the way we were like, bro, and then we were trying to call the Uber, right, around like 3 to 2 something. Nobody was picking up. I could literally see them in their car, but like they were sleeping and stuff. And then now we just have to like walk all the way. At that time, we were then, as soon as we came back to the hotel by 4:30, because we were lost. We're like, where is this place? Everything looked the same. That 6 hours walking for more than 6 hours, never again. And it took me like 2 days to actually recover. So after we walked back to the hotel, right, we then decided to book our next flight on that same day, because of it, like trying to go to the next place, which is Beijing. We tried to come here. And tell me why. Actually, no, we're trying to go to the airport, right? Tell me why when we booked it for like, we're like, how are we gonna book it now? We booked it, we're trying to say, oh, we saw one for 6 o'clock, mind you, 6 a.m. And mind you, we just came for 30. Guys, let's continue. A little bit of mess up there. My phone is hot, and so it's not going to use flashlight. But anyways, let's record. So as soon as we came home, right, to the hotel, it was like 4:30, and we're like trying to book the flight, and we saw like 6 a.m. but we're trying to leave early because our booking was almost, for the hotel was almost over. So we're like, okay, let's try to book 6 o'clock. And everybody waking up by 6 o'clock, because we finished like 4:30, and we're like, bro, we're trying to sleep in. And so hopefully, thankfully, we were able to then go to the airport. Hold up, before we even reach that part, we saw a flight that said for 12:50, and thankfully we were able to book it online. But however, we never got like a confirmation ticket for me myself, like only me tried it, and I didn't get a confirmation ticket, but it said that we paid. Like, actually no, we didn't even see that we paid, but we were registered and stuff. So I'm like, but we like put the money in and everything, but why is it saying, like, why is it not giving us anything, like nothing for the flight? So we're like, okay, let's just go to the airport and see what it's like, what they say. So we go to the airport. Before we even leave the airport, we left like the hotel around, we came downstairs to the lobby by 10 a.m. We were like, okay, we're gonna walk, or like we're gonna wait for an Uber, right? I was like, okay, let's book an Uber or taxi early, and just to go to, I think it was Guangzhou airport or something. It's gonna take like an hour or so by taxi, and I was like, okay, that's fine, like whatever, like any Uber or whatever is gonna come. And then nothing, like we didn't get anything. I'm like, bro, it's like it keeps on saying finding a rider, and I'm like, what do you mean finding a driver? Like what? Like literally the plane is about to take off. What do you mean finding a plane? Like, and it was already 11 a.m. and I was like, oh my days, this is gonna be quite a lot, right? So after that, we were waiting. They're not gonna come. I don't think they're gonna come, because like we've experienced this before. I don't think they're going to come. There was this one guy that we saw that took his stuff, and then he was like going out. He didn't even go with an Uber. He was like walking, and we're like, okay, where's he walking to? And then we're like, okay, so if this Uber is not coming, because it was already like 11:30 or so. So what we did was like, okay, let's just walk to the train station, because we don't know where the train station is. So we searched it up on Google Maps, and then we followed the direction. All we literally had to do, oh my gosh, all I had to do was walk out, and then walk for like 10 minutes, and then turn left, and walk, and then the train was like right there, but on the ground, right? And I was like, bro, what? I didn't know the train was this close to where we were. Like, what do you mean? And then we go downstairs, and the train ticket was so cheap. It was like, what? It was like 5 yuan or 10 yuan to the 3 yuan, and we're like, oh my god, this is so much cheaper than taking an Uber. If we had known, we would like probably have taken the train, because it's so much cheaper. Because what do you mean? We're like, okay, now we know exactly where we go. So we take the train to the airport, right? And then now this is the thing, we go to the airport and we ask them, okay, do you have my register? Like, can you see if I have my ticket or something? Because like, even though I know it's already deported, because they were like, we were there around 1:30 and the flight was 12:50, so I'm definitely sure we missed the flight already. And so we got there, and then they're like, oh, you need to book your own if you already missed it. Like, I don't have my ticket or something, confirmation ticket, that I need to go, we need to go rebook it. And we were like, what? And so we go back to the like another section, another place, and we're like, okay, we want to see if we can like check our flight, or if we can book the flight again by around like 4. We're like, oh, okay, it's like, it was like 20, 30 or 4 yuan, so 2,300 and something yuan. And we're like, that's like approximately 400 Canadian dollars. $400, what do you mean? Just to like, oh my gosh, I was like, what? $400? And we're like, okay, since it's $400, might as well just see the other options, right? So we leave there, and then we walk all the way to the other side of the opposite side of the airport. We walk there because we're like, okay, let's see if we can, because we want to leave like that same day. Like, okay, it was yesterday, so we wanted to leave yesterday instead of like today, right? We're like, okay, let's take the bullet train, because might as well experience the bullet train then. So we walk all the way down to the other section to try to book a bullet train. Tell me why all the bullet train to Beijing was like, it was finished. Like, everybody already booked all the tickets. There was no more tickets again. And we're like, what is going on? And the next ticket that we could get, or the next flight, the next booking that we could get was for tomorrow, the next day, which is today. And we're like, I don't think we're trying to leave today and stay one more day in Shanghai. Like, we're trying to go to Beijing and then go to the next place. And tell me why. We're like, oh my god, okay, might as well, like, if we're gonna move the other way, then I don't know, let's move on to the, and they were like, okay, might as well just like book the flight, I guess, because it's sort of waiting for the next day. So we booked the flight, and then here we are. And here we are, like literally the flight, it was literally just such a smooth process to book it, and we're like, okay, might as well just book it since we're already like, we're trying to get here early. And so we book it, and then we're on the flight to Beijing. And then yeah, we come here and we're like, okay, this is so much better, because oh my god, it was such a hectic day, like 2 whole days. My body was so sore, my leg was so sore, my thighs were so sore, my foot was so sore, everything hurt. I could barely stand. I was like, all I need is a good sleep. Like I need a good sleep in order to like prepare to walk the Great Wall of China. But anyways, yeah, that's a crazy story of how we almost got scammed. We walked for probably 10 hours or 6 hours, actually 10 hours, because we walked in the morning 2 hours, and then we walked again 10 hours. I was like, no rest throughout the entire day, because in the morning we were trying to go to get, oh my god, in the morning we were trying to get our nails done, right? Because I really had like this inspo that I wanted, so I wanted to get it done. And so we go to the mall, which I think it was the 66, yes, it was 66 Plaza. But the thing is, I was like, okay, even though it's a luxury store, I think they have like a nail in their nail side. It was not my expectation, like it wasn't really what I was expecting the place to look like. And I was like, why in the world are they charging me $2,000 or $200 just to get my nails done? Like I thought it was gonna be cheaper since we're in China. Like, what do you mean you want to get my nails done for $200? And the design wasn't like a lot of designs or like something like that. It was like quite small, right? But they want to charge me $200. Like, what do you mean? Like, if it was another space, it would be less than $200. Like, I don't know, maybe it was because it's inside a luxury store or whatever. That's why, because the 66 Plaza is kind of like luxury store. It has all the high-end brands. There's no like small brands. It's like high-end brands, and the other ones that were like, oh, okay, like whatever. We're like, yeah, we're just gonna leave. Like, what in the world do you mean I want to spend $200 on my nails when we came here to like try to have fun? So we literally just left, and now I'm gonna get my nails. Like, I really wanted to get my nails done in the beginning in Shanghai, but Shanghai it didn't really work out, and so we wanted to get my nails done here in Beijing, but we would rather we just want to go to the Great Wall of China and then leave to Korea. And so I'm gonna get my nails done in Korea finally. Like, oh my gosh, I finally can get my nails done. Yeah, I'm so excited for Korea and Japan, because I didn't tell you guys I'm also going to Japan. Like, I'm so excited. Yeah, there's gonna be more story time. If there's any other story time, I'll let you guys know. But this is gonna be like one of the story time that I have of how we almost got scammed. Actually, no, we did get scammed because it was $30 for a ride that isn't worth $30. If it was by the meter, it's not $30. But anyways, it was a private business, I guess you wanted to do on the side. But guys, beware, because if they're not doing by the meter, they're gonna charge you. Okay, yeah, they're gonna charge you, because that's what happened in the beginning when we were trying to leave Shanghai airport to our hotel. That the taxi that we took, because it was just like a outside thing, we just went outside and you just took with the taxi that was outside, right? And this guy was driving so slow. Like, I was like, I feel like this guy's doing it on purpose, because why are you driving so slow? Like, literally the gap between us and another car was like so far away, and yet like it kept on, like, people kept on cutting into us because it was such a large gap. And it was like, why are you driving so slow right now? Even though it was raining, you're supposed to like still at least drive a little bit close, not closer, but like at least faster, not faster, but like, you know what I mean. And so he doesn't do that, and I'm like, why are you driving so slow? Like, literally we haven't even reached half of the place, like halfway to the hotel, and this guy, it's already like around 190 something yuan. And I'm like, okay, this is the speedometer or whatever it is, it's 100 and something, 192 or something like that. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. But anyways, yeah, we definitely got through that part, enjoyed ourselves. You guys are gonna see the vlogs coming in. But anyways, I'm gonna catch you guys later. Stay tuned to see more, because you're gonna be seeing a lot of content from Japan, Korea, Japan, Korea, Beijing. Hopefully I can film, because I am trying to get better at vlogging everything, and like just trying to capture the moments so I can look back at them again and be like, oh my god, this is where I went, this is where I went. Anyways, I'll see y'all in my next video. Stay safe and have fun. Peace. Bye.